Hello everyone, and welcome to the 6th episode in this series on beginning Java programming. And in this episode, we're going to be taking a look at operators. So what is an operator exactly? Well, in the previous episode, where we did if statements, we looked at querying whether a certain variable, we used the variable a, and we wanted to see whether it was equal to another value. And to do that, we used two equal signs, which is an operator, which queries whether two values are equal to each other. But there's a lot more we can do than just seeing whether they are equal to each other. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and inside the main method, as per usual, I'm going to create a new integer. I'm going to call it a again, and I'm going to set it equal to 5 again. And now, because if statements are the only real statement that we've learnt so far, I'm going to use that as it's easy to explain things through it. So inside the if statement, inside where we put the kind of query sort of thing, we're going to use some more operators to check different relationships between values that we can do. So currently we've had if a is equal to 5. We did that in the previous episode, and you write whatever you want in here if it is equal to 5. And now, like I said, there's a lot more we can do. So, for example, we can check whether something is greater than or less than a certain value. And so to do that, we simply use the greater than sign, which is shift full stop, or the less than sign, which is shift comma. And this will say if a is greater than 5, then, or if it's larger than 5, it'll do something. So for example, if I system out print line, a is greater than 5. And if I run this, you'll notice that nothing happens because a is 5, not greater than 5. But for example, if we go ahead and set this to 10, because 10 is greater than 5, it'll say a is greater than 5. And likewise, if we use the less than sign, if we set this equal to 2, for example, not 22, 2, and run that, it'll say, let's rename that to less than, it'll say a is less than 5. And again, that's not all we can do. So what if we wanted, for example, to say, what if a is equal to or greater than 5? And so to do that, let's just reset a equal to 5, and we'll use the what's called the greater than or equal to statement, or the equal to operator, greater than or equal to operator. And that is the greater than sign followed by an equal sign, which is basically if a is greater than or equal to 5, it'll do this. So let's rename that, a is greater than or equal to 5, and go ahead and run this. So you'll notice a is 5, and we run this, and it says a is greater than or equal to 5. Likewise, if we were to set this to something greater than 5, like 15, it'll say a is greater than or equal to 5. And the same applies for the less than operator, less than or equal to. Use the less than followed by the equal sign, and a is less than or equal to 5. Currently a is 5, a is less than or equal to 5. If we set that to 2, it still says a is less than or equal to 5. And now another operator that we can use is the not equal to operator, which checks if something is not equal to 5. So currently, if I go ahead and set that back to 5, and where we would put our standard operator, like the equal to operator, we write the not equal to operator, which is the exclamation mark followed by an equal sign, which is saying if a is not equal to 5, do something. And so we'll just name that a is not equal to 5. And now, so if we go ahead and run this, you'll notice, again, it does nothing because a is 5, and we've got nothing for that. So if we set a equal to something else like 6, you'll notice it says a is not equal to 5. But there is even more we can do with an if statement, or even more we can do with operators. And now we'll take a brief look at the logical operators, which are the and the or operators, which basically say if something happens and something else happens, or if something happens or something else happens, do something. And so we'll take a look at the and statement first. So I'll set a equal to 5 again, And to do the AND statement, I'm going to go back to using the basic equal signs, just because it keeps things simple. So we'll say if a equals to 5, and we'll create a new int here as well, int b, set equal to 10, and we'll say we want a query that says if a is equal to 5 and b is equal to 10, then do something. And so to do that, we use the AND operator, which is 2 ampersands together, shift 7 on most keyboards, and b equals 10, and b is equal to 10, then print out a is equal to 5 and b is equal to 10. Now if we go ahead and run this, you'll notice it says a is equal to 5 and b is equal to 10. But if we were to change, say, the value of b, nothing will happen because one of these values are off. And in this case, using the AND, they both have to be equal. They both have to be correct. And likewise, if I change the value of a, it will still not work. So they both have to be. But what if we wanted to check only if one is equal to, or like one or more are equal to? And to do that, we use the OR statement. And that is, we replace the AND operator with the OR operator, which is 2 vertical kind of pipes, which are shift backslash on most keyboards, like these vertical lines. And now what this is saying is if a equals 5 and b is equal to 10, then it's going to do something. So this is saying a is equal to 5 or b is equal to 10. And now if we go ahead and run this, because they're both equal, it will say a is equal to 5 or b is equal to 10, and in this case both are, so they're both equal. But if I were to change the value of b, for example, b is equal to 11, then it still says a is equal to 5 or b is equal to 10, because a is equal to 5 even though b is not equal to 10, and because the OR statement, or the OR operator, only relies on one condition to be true, it's still going to print it out. And that basically sums it up for operators. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.